Out where the oak tree marks the bend, under the shadow of the sun sets in. Bryan closed her eyes in the summer's heat. Her laughter echoed bittersweet. Wooden porch creek with tales untold, scarlet scarves and hearts of gold. The wind whispered through the grains, singing softly of our old refrains. Bryan closed her eyes, the world stood still, lost in the silence the evening would fill. Lone star hanging in a twilight sky, memories linger where they never die. Now the cabin's empty, the door swings free. The path overgrown just goes to me, where wildflowers dared to claim the land. Her absence carved by time's own hand. Gravel roads where we once rode, now just dusty tracks our stories erode. The saddle hangs untouched by time. In the quiet I hear our last goodbye. Bryan closed her eyes, the world stood still, lost in the silence the evening would fill. Lone star hanging in a twilight sky, memories linger where they never die. As the river bends, so did our fate. Under the oak tree I contemplate every whisper of the pine and spruce. They sang of Bryan and her truce. Close her eyes, no words to say. In the hues of the dusk I find my way. Through the tears, through the years so right. And every sunset Bryan closed her eyes. Her spirit's free, yet here I lie, bound forever as Bryan closed her eyes. Out where the creek bends, under the shade of old leaves, we carved our names in that oak tree, whispering dreams. The wind sang through the branches, a melody so sweet, on that weathered old porch where our hearts would meet. But now that oak tree's the last one standing tall, my shadow's the only one that dances at nightfall. Every leaf that falls is a memory, a moment lost in time, under the oak tree left behind, under the twilight side. Years roll like the tumbleweeds across these plains. Your scarf still hangs on the corner of my worn-out frame. The cabin's empty, echoes with the laughter we once knew. Gravel roads keep leading back, but they don't lead to you. Yes, that oak tree's the last one standing tall, my shadow's the only one that sways when cold winds call. Each whispering leaf a tale of yesterday, find beneath the oak tree left behind, beneath the dreams denied. Oh, how the sunsets bleed their colors, trying to repaint all our yesterdays, but some hues they just fade. And as the stars peek from the vast forgiving sky, the night knows the truth, that some loves never die. So here stands the oak tree, the only witness to my plight, holding on to each memory as I ride through the night. And maybe all that's left is the echo of your smile entwined with the whispers of the oak tree left behind. Yes, the heartache of the oak tree left behind. Under the shadow of an ancient oak tree, where the creek hums songs to the setting sun, we carved our names, wild hearts running free in that sacred place our love had begun. Your laughter tangled with the autumn breeze, boots lined with dust from roads we walked as one. Every whisper in the leather, a story of peace in those quiet towns where our dreams spun. Oh, how those boots whisper tales at night, echoes of you in the cold moonlight. Each creak of leather, a symphony of the past, dancing with shadows that time has cast. Our love, a lonesome trail gone cold. In boots whispers our story told. Years drifted by like leaves in that creek. The old porch swing sways, empty and worn. Through dust and rain, those boots would speak of laughter faded in hearts that were torn. The oak tree stands, but the initials fade. Lone cabin by the road, where love mourns in the silence of the trails where we once laid. Only footprints and memories are reborn. Oh, how those boots whisper tales at night, echoes of you in the fading light. Each creak a leather, a symphony of the past, dancing with shadows that time has cast. Our love, a lonesome trail gone cold. In boots whispers our story told. And as the sun dips behind the hills so far, I feel the pull of every distant star. In every grain of sand, in every wind's blow, lies the sweet sorrow of letting go. Your scarf still holds a scent of spring rain, a remnant of joy, a token of pain. So let those boots whisper as I walk alone, their tales of a love that's overthrown. Ghosts in the leather walking me home, under starlit skies forever to roam. Our love, a lonesome trail gone cold. In boots whispers our story forever told. out where the oak tree marks our names, carved deep in bark, a heart aflame. Beneath its boughs we swore in vain, in wild lands where the wind speaks in whispers, that old porch where your laughter rang, a melody midst the rustling plains, now just a shadow under moon's wane, where a cracked frame lingers. Those days are dust, your scarf's undone, fading trails where we once run. Sunset paints the skies you won, but I'm just a shadow fading deeper. Oh, ghosts walk these empty roads through whispered pines and forgotten oaks. In the silence of this heavy load, my heart keeps calling to the keeper. The cabin stands on the ridge alone, its windows dark, its warmth unknown. Gravel roads reclaimed by thorn, echoes of our footsteps, now just echoes. That saddle hangs unweathered still, untouched by time against my will. Each dusk I trace the lonely hill, where memories like rivers softly flow. Those days are dust, your scarf's undone, fading trails where we once run. Sunset paints the skies you won, but I'm just a shadow fading deeper. Oh, ghosts walk these empty roads through whispered pines and forgotten oaks. In the silence of this heavy load, my heart keeps calling to the keeper. And so I ride beneath the stars, guided by the night's soft scars, learning that love like life is sparred by time's ungentle, cruel hands. Those days are dust, your scarf's undone, each sunset lost, each day is won. In this life where I must roam, I carry your love, my eternal home. The cracked frame lingers, but it's clear, in every whisper I feel you near. A cowboy's heart, lone but sincere, holding to memories I ride on alone. My heart keeps calling to the keeper.
Carved our names in the bark of an old oak tree. The sun dipped low like it knew we had dreams. Now it's just shadows and whispers and a cool evening breeze. Memory drifts like dust on the trail, through abandoned cabins and past rusted rails. Every sunset bleeds the same deep red as the scarf you left on that old porch bed. Gravel roads echo where your laughter once flowed, an empty saddle and our dreams now foreclosed. Rain taps like fingers on a lonely window pane, whispering secrets of a love that waned. Memory drifts like dust on the trail, through abandoned cabins and past rusted rails. Every sunset bleeds the same deep red as the time's a thief in a ceaseless ride. But every star up there is a story we told, burning bright but oh, growing cold. Memory drifts and I'm left here to stand with nothing but your shadow slipping through my hand. Those fading trails, they still call my name. But darling, without you it just ain't the same. Yes, memory drifts and I reckon it's time to ride into that sunset where our old love still shines. In the shadow of an age-old oak, where whispers cling to leaves, I found her scarf of faded blue dance softly on the breeze. The wild land stretched vast and wide beneath the endless flame. In that quiet town of yesterdays, a memory called my name. Oh, the winds, how they wail through the empty cabin's frames, and the trails I once rode, now just whispers in the rain. Each sunset bleeds in nights that I can't tame. Underneath the starlit sky, a memory called my name. Where the gravel road meets the horizon's end, I lost more than just my way. Her laughter echoed in the hills, a sound I couldn't say. The porch still holds our stories, worn from time and pain, but the door creaks lonely melodies to rooms that won't explain. Oh, the winds, how they wail through the empty cabin frames, and the trails I once rode, now just whispers in the rain. Each sunset bleeds in nights that I can't tame. Underneath the starlit sky, a memory called my name. Across the creek, under the moon's soft glow, I felt her gentle touch. It's in the quiet solace where I miss her most. The silence says so much. The saddle sits untouched. The dust has laid its claim. In the heart of a Roman cowboy burns a never-ending flame. Oh, the winds, how they wail through the empty cabin's frames, in the trails I once rode, now just whispers in the rain. My heart's a lonesome rider on a trail marked by her name. In every fading twilight, that memory calls my name. In the echo of old hoofbeats, forever she'll remain. As long as suns keep setting, that memory calls my name.
On the ridge where the oak tree
shadow the dusty trail. My hat tipped low hid the eyes that once told tales. There's a scarf you left, it's faded red by the porch of pine. A whisper to the wind, your laugh trails off, no longer mine. But the hat said nothing as the sky bled its gold. Silence lay heavy where our stories once boldly told. With each setting sun, like a curtain call closing tight, the hat said nothing but held your shadow in the light. There's an empty cabin where the gravel roads wear thin. I trace my steps, but they don't lead me back to where we begin. The saddle's worn, the leather cracks like the dry riverbed. Each stirrup swing a reminder of all the words we never said. The hat said nothing as the sky bled its gold. Silence lay heavy where our stories once boldly told. With each setting sun, like a curtain call closing tight, the hat said nothing but held your shadow in the light. Underneath the weeping willow, I finally understand. The branches bow in sorrow to the rhythms of the land. Each leaf that falls, a memory lost to time and to youth, a silent testament to the quiet, enduring truth. The hat said nothing as twilight took its claim. Stars peering down, somehow knowing your name. In the quiet of the plains, where the cold whispers roam, the hat said nothing, but it whispered you home. So it goes under the vast unyielding night. The hat says nothing, but feels everything in the fading light.
Of Dixon's pasture where the oak trees kiss the sky, I built that fence of cedar neath the watch of her blue eyes. Wind whispered through the branches with a soft and lonesome sigh as the sun dipped low, casting shadows where our promises did lie. But the fence held tight neath the weight of time, through storms of dust and the winter's rime. Like my heart holds on to the love that's gone in the silence of the night, the fence held tight. Years have turned like pages in this old forgotten town. Our laughter now just echoes where our steps once marked the ground. Cabin stands all empty where we once dreamed side by side. Only gravel roads and fading trails where my regrets reside. Yes, the fence held tight neath the weight of time, through the howling wind and rain's cold chime. Like my heart holds on to the days long gone, beneath the starlit sky, the fence held tight. There's an old scarf hung on the porch swing, frayed and worn like me. Every thread a story, every stain a memory. I wonder if she misses those wild lands we used to roam, or if I'm just a ghost now in the ruins of our home. So the fence held tight neath the weight of years, guarding all my hopes, cradling my fears, as I whisper her name to the endless night in the heart's quiet ache. The fence held tight, oh, the heart's quiet ache, with a fence held tight.
In the shadow of the old oak tree, there used to hang a swing for you and me, a rope frayed by time, the seed worn thin. We carved our names, let our dreams begin. But now the oak stands tired and alone, the swing's long gone like the love we had known, just the whisper of leaves and the creek's soft moan underneath the blue, where the wild winds have blown. Oh, the swing forgot and the world moved on, dusty trails where our laughter once shone. The hills hold the echo of what's come and gone as I ride these lands where my heart was drawn. The scarf you left is threadbare and old on the porch where our stories quietly told, of quiet evenings and rain-soft sighs, now nothing but a crow's lonely cry. The cabin stands, but it's empty within, like the hollow remembrance of might have been. Gravel roads stretch, but they're leading nowhere, each sunset a reminder of the love we shared. Oh, the swing forgot and the world moved on, dusty trails where our laughter once shone. The nights grow cold as I wander alone, with just the stars to guide me to where I belong. I've seen the prairie grass sway in despair, felt the sting of the rain, the harsh prairie air, yet in the depths of the night your memory's clear, a soft gentle voice that I'm aching to hear. Yes, the swing forgot and so must I, but memories like shadows, they never truly die. I'll carry this heartache till the day I'm laid low beneath the old oak where our young love did grow. As the horizon swallows the sun's fading light, I whisper your name to the gathering night, and hope that somewhere you're thinking of me under the oak by the long lost swing. lonesome hill, 'neath the crying sky, an old oak whispers secrets when the wind blows by. Its leaves hold tales of you and me, in the shadow of our dreams, where we used to be. A cabin sits, its porch worn thin, ghost of your scarf dancing in the wind. Those gravel roads where our stories spilled, now just dusty tracks that the rain can't heal. Oh, lonesome hill bleeds as my heart recedes under wide open skies, where you slip from my grip and the sunset's pain. All my silent complaints on a canvas of plains, where our love met its fate. Gone are the days of laughter and wine, only echoes in the hollow where I lay my mind. Your saddle's untouched, it's been years I reckon, mourn for leather, each crease a lesson. The creek still runs, but it's not the same. Without your reflection, it's just water and pain. Hardened by time, softened by tears, this wandering life shaped by fears. Oh, lonesome hill bleeds as my heart recedes under wide open skies, where you slip from my grip and the sunset's pain. All my silent complaints on a canvas of plains, where our love met its fate. If memories were horses, I'd ride back to you, through storms and through shadows, to truths we once knew. But dreams are just echoes fading into the night, and I'm just a shadow under fading twilight. So lonesome hill bleeds, and I'm trying to believe in a sky that still holds both your heart and your leave. As the night closes in on the plains wide and still, I'll remember us fondly forever on lonesome hill. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where our names were carved in the bark so free, the sunset's glow through branches bleeds on the porch where you whispered dreams to me. Winds a soft and mournful tune, playing through the dust of a lonesome June. Dust lingers on the road behind, where my boots have walked 1,000 times. Your scarf still fragrant holds the night, but you're just a shadow in the fading light. Each step away, the heart contends. Love's a trail that never ends. Beneath the stars, our laughter soared in the quiet town where my soul was moored. Now cabins empty, echoes fill gravel roads, and the time stood still. The saddle's worn, the leather cracks, but oh, how I wish I could ride back. Dust lingers on the road road behind where my boots have walked 1,000 times. Your scarf still fragrant holds the night, but you're just a shadow in the fading light. Each step away, the heart contends. Love's a trail that never ends. Rain falls on the thirsty ground, each drop a memory coming round. In the whisper of the prairie grass, I find the peace as moments pass. Yet in the heart where love once lay, dust lingers, never fades away. Dust lingers on the road behind where my boots have walked 1,000 times. Your scarf wrapped tight against the chill can't keep the ghost from loving still. Each step away, my heart contends. Love's a trail that never ends. Oh, dust lingers, and I'm wading through a trail forever leading back to you. Where the oak tree shadows lay long, near the creek where we carved our names that June. The old porch creaks with the weight of songs unsung, as the twilight holds whispers of you in the monsoon. Silence remembers the echoes of your laugh under starlit skies that now just gaze on my behalf. Each breeze is a touch lost in the folds of time. Silence remembers, oh, and so does this heart of mine. The cabin stands empty where your scarf caught the wind. On a rusty nail it's still dancing, threadbare and thin. The trail we walk now overgrown where no footsteps tread. Everything's changed, the dreams we dream now dead. Silence remembers the echoes of your laugh under starlit skies that now just gaze on my behalf. Each breeze is a touch lost in the folds of time. Silence remembers, oh, and so does this heart of mine. By the fading light on this graveled road I roam, each sunset a reminder this world ain't home. Just a wanderer's heart with nowhere to rest, holding on to a ghost in the west lonely chest. Silence remembers, and it's the keeper of my soul.
In the quiet your memory plays the sweetest role. And as the dust settles with the setting sun, I know silence remembers what I've never truly won. Silence remembers, oh, silence remembers.
In the shadow of the oak where we once lay, the grass still whispers secrets of that day. Beneath the white unforgiving azure sky, a rusty porch swing creaks an old goodbye. Your scarf it danced a wild crimson weave, as silent as the wind watched me leave. The wind knows the weight of untold tales, carrying love lost in its lonesome gales, whistling through the hollows of this heart, where echoes of your laughter slowly part. I ride on under sunsets that deceive. Every mile the wind watched me leave. Now the trails blur where your laughter rang, gravel roads washed out after the rain. That cabin stands emptied by the ridge, windows staring out like ghosts adrift, saddle worn from all the years I grieved. In the silence the wind watched me leave. The wind knows the weight of untold tales, carrying love lost in its lonesome gaze, whistling through the hollows of this heart, where echoes of your laughter slowly part. Through the dusk your phantom I perceive, there in the dust the wind watched me leave. By the flicker of the campfire's glow, I see your face in the fire's ebb and flow. A soul set free yet chained to past regret, the wind's soft sigh, a tune I can't forget. So I'll wander, let these old boots weave, paths and lands where only spirits grieve. Each setting sun dips in gold to deceive, and in its dying light the wind watches me. Yes, forevermore the wind watched me leave. Oh, how silently the wind watched me grieve. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where the earth holds secrets deep, There's a cabin with its door swung wide, ghost of your scarf left behind. We watch the sun kiss the mountains, and on that porch our hearts we'd mend. But now the wind whispers through an empty room, where once danced our laughter, now just gloom. Old trails fade 'neath autumn's red, every sunset an echo of what the empty bed forgot. Gravel roads where our dreams took flight, underneath that vast starlight. Your sweet voice in the evening chill, now just a silence time won't fill. These wandering boots scuff lonesome tracks through quiet towns that can't bring you back. And the wind whispers through an empty room, where once danced our laughter, now just gloom. Old trails fade 'neath autumn's red, every sunset an echo of what the empty bed forgot. Now every raindrop writes your name across my dusty window pane. In every storm and each twilight, I search for you in the fading light. Still the wind whispers through an empty room, where our love's dust settles in the gloom. And as trails vanish in sunset's red, I hold on to memories that even an empty bed forgot. As the sun dips low and shadows stretch, this cowboy sings heart open, forever etched.
Out by the ridge where the old oak sighs, I first saw her wild, restless eyes. Under vast skies our dreams unrolled, on a dusty path where our fates took hold. Her laughter laced through the prairie wind in that sun-kissed town where my heart had pinned. Now the grave waits silent, so serene, where once danced the girl of my prairie dream. Each sunset bleeds like the tears I've shed for the whispered words and the life we'd wed. Oh, this lonely trail keeps winding, keeps waiting for a cowboy's heart that's forever fading. Seasons turn, the oak tree grew, those whispered winds carried her too. From that quiet porch watched days depart, her scarf still holds the warmth of her heart. But the cabin's empty, the dust has lain on the saddle she rode through the summer rain. The grave waits silent with her whispers gone, in the heart of the lands where the wild songs throng. Each sunset bleeds into night's embrace, echoing the softness of her grace. Oh, this lonely road keeps winding, keeps waiting on a trail of memories forever fading. By the lantern's light I see her face in shadows that time will never erase. A dance, a smile, and the pain it brings is the cost of the love that forever clings. Yes, the grave waits quiet under whispering trees in a bed of earth with a soft gentle breeze. But my heart still searches through dust and rain for the love we lost and will never regain. Oh, this town, these trails, they keep winding. They're waiting for a cowboy whose soul is eternally debating. As the horse kicks dust towards a fading day, through the silence my heart has nothing to say, but feels everything.
In the valley where the shadows meet the light, there's an oak tree carved with names that winds have slide. Beneath its boughs we swore on endless stars, in that quiet town where dreams weren't far, where the porch wood creaked under our worn out boots, and love was wild, uncontested, absolute. Oh, how silence fell apart as you whispered goodbye with a trembling heart. Now the wind carries dust and my lone despair through the streets of a ghost town trapped in air. Every sunset bleeds the same old scarlet hue, echoing the love I knew, echoing the love I knew. Now the saddle's worn, the trails have overgrown, gravel roads lead to cabins made of stone. The scarf you left still smells of rain and pine, a tangled memory in this broken line. The town's old clock stopped ticking long ago, just like my heart, in rhythm slow. Oh, how silence fell apart as you whispered goodbye with a trembling heart. Now the wind carries dust and my lone despair through the streets of a ghost town trapped in air. Every sunset bleeds the same old scarlet hue, echoing the love I knew,
stays, it just transforms. It parts in the echoes of hooves, in the beating of broken hearts. In the quiet town where the oak tree shadows lie, I found an old flannel shirt hanging dry. Smelled like smoke and whispered tales of you. In the seams, the laughter we once knew, where gravel roads kiss the setting sun. We chase dreams loose and young. That porch, its creaks knew all our songs. Now it moans for days long gone. But the flannel shirt said nothing as the wind played through its threads, silent like the stars above old beds, carrying whispers of our lost love instead. Time wore down the trails we used to roam. Wildflowers cover the path of what was home. That riverbed where our promises were cast, now just a whisper among the reeds and grass. A saddle hangs, the horse long sold, dusty echoes, tales untold. Your scarf still holds the scent of rain, a sweet remembrance mixed with pain. But the flannel shirt said nothing as the wind played through its threads, silent like the stars above old beds, echoing heartbeats of our lost love instead. Beneath the vast and endless sky I roam, every sunset edge a reminder of home. The lonely ledge grips like winter's chill, yet in this silence love lingers still. Oh, the flannel shirt said nothing while the whole world seemed to weep. In its folds my weary heart seeks dreams of you. It keeps and keeps as I wandered beneath heaven's vast and deep. The flannel shirt says nothing, but I feel everything. In the shadow of an oak, that old house stood firm in the breeze, where the porch creaked under boots, whispered tales in the leaves. A scarlet scarf she left behind on the rail, dancing free, like a flame against the prairie sky. That house had watched me leave. Oh, the winds of time blow cold across these empty, echoing fields, where my heart lies buried deep beneath the frost the sun conceals, and every star up in that lonely heaven grieves under that quiet moon. The old house watched me leave. Years drifted by like tumbleweeds across these rugged lands. The gravel roads once sung our names, now trace lines in my hands. Her laughter haunts the hollow rooms in the whispers of the eaves. Now shadows stretch their long cold fingers where that house watched me leave. Oh, the winds of time blow cold across these empty echoing fields, where my heart lies buried deep beneath the frost the sun conceals. Each sunset bleeds into the hills, a tapestry that weaves through the heartache painted skies. The old house watched me leave. Beside the hearth, an empty chair, the dust has settled there. The clock ticks time away in vain, each moment we can't share. My reflection in the pain, a face marked by the thief who stole the days we could have had as the house watched me leave. So here I roam, a wanderer, with this lonesome road my steed. Every trail fades into dusk, every memory a seed, planted deep within the soul where only time retrieves. In the silence of that old porch step, the house still watches me leave. Oh, under that eternal sky, the old house forever grieves, with a solemn silent nod as it watched me leave.
In the shadow of the oak, where whispers hang on the breeze, I first saw her wild hair glow in the sunset's tease. By the old porch step, we shared our youthful dreams, under starlit skies, by the murmurs of the streams. The dust danced around our boots, the world was ours to claim. Back when the fading light first whispered out my name. Oh, the fading light called my name. Echoes of laughter lost in the wind's claim. This heart rides lonesome trails of blame, underneath skies where the fading light called my name. Now the cabin stands in where once our laughter dwelled, gravel roads less traveled by the tales they once spelled. Her scarf still hangs on the hook frayed by the year, each thread a memory, each stain a fallen tear. The rains came and washed away, but the ache remains the same. Since the fading light softly spoke my name. Oh, the fading light called my name. Whispers of what was, sparks of an old flame, wandering through shadows of love's old game. In the quiet whispers where the fading light called my name.
under the vast aching skies. I reckon every sunset's just a sweet solemn goodbye, and in the hush of the wind I feel her touch in the cold, a fleeting warmth to hold as the night grows old. Yes, the fading light called my name, a symphony of silence where once was fame. Riding alone, nothing's the same except the haunting beauty where the fading light called my name, where the fading light ever gently called my name.
Out where the oak tree shadow lays long, by the creek where the wild winds have blown, I carved two hearts, yours and mine, in the bark, where whispers stay hidden 'neath stars stark. Footprints fade where we danced unshaken, on that porch by the hills God-forsaken. Storm burns like my heart tonight in the cold empty cabin's fading light. Your scarf in my hand, scent worn thin as the dust hushes the ghost of your grin. How the rain recalls every farewell in the whispering wind. I still dwell. Time turned those gravel roads, grew wide. The quiet town slept as something inside me died. Old laughter haunts the saloon's creaking floors, echoes of steps that aren't ours anymore. That old saddle now just gathers dust, like the memories succumbing to rust. Storm burns like my heart tonight in the cold empty cabin's fading light. Your scarf in my hand, scent worn thin as the dust hushes the ghost of your grin. How the rain recalls every farewell in the whispering wind. I still dwell underneath the vast indigo skies. I reckon each star mirrors your eyes. The trails we blaze now overgrown in the wilderness I roam alone. Storm burns and I'm still reaching out through the shadows of doubt, the route of our old route. May the horizon where sunsets bleed hold you close, far beyond my meager creed. Every twilight, your absence I mourn in the silence after the storm. I still dwell. I still dwell.